Hey, Shalom, Kohala, Yahweh Bashim Shai Bashim Chakadash, the ones apostles of great millstone, and Shalom to brothers in the highways and byways doing the works of sealing faithfully and continually fighting that good fight of faith. Lord willing, we're finding that number to be delivered. All right, and may Yahweh Bashim Shai watch over all of us who are laboring in this truth and those who also believe and trust in the name of Yahweh Bashim Shai. May you be watched over as well. All right, so I'm gonna spotlight a couple of videos here, and it's getting to the point where you feel that the elites of this world are putting this thing in motion. All right, and the first video I'm gonna start off with is this video here. Now it says new footage: historic number of migrants cross U.S. border into Eagle Pass, Texas. All right, now I'm gonna play a little bit of this and I'm gonna speak on it. Of course, you get the damn commercial. All right, the volume comes in and out, but I'm just going to speak on it. So if you look at what's actually taking place here, it says an estimate of 12,000 migrants crossed southern border into Eagle Pass, Texas in just one day. All right, now look at the masses of people, man, in droves. Now you don't think this is peculiar? This doesn't look like an average, scene where 4 or 5 people trying to cross over the border. Look at the masses of people here. All right. Now, if you know anything about the history of Gad and the North American Indians and so on and so forth, and how they moved at certain points in time, all right, this is what you can conclude. This is the conclusion you can come to. In the manner in which you're seeing what's going on here, these things have been done in the past. These things have been set up before. All right. And now, as I'm going to go to the second clip, right? Check it out. This clip is called The Trail of Tears. All right. And if you know about the Trail of Tears, the natives were moved, if you will, from one location to another. All right. And it's the same thing that we're seeing in this video. It's the same thing. All right. It just doesn't make sense to have this many people all of a sudden come together in Mexico and say, hey, let's all go together at this point in time. These people were moved to this position. And what I mean by moved, they were forced. Now let me play this clip real quick.
Between 1830 and 1850, approximately 100,000 Native Americans were forced to abandon their ancestral homelands in the southeastern United States. And
you see that? Even back during that time, they were forced to abandon their homeland. All right? And then they put them on the move. This is a mirror image of what was taking place back during this time. Okay? And you're seeing the very same thing. The problem is Esau's not going to tell you the beginning of how this trick started for these people. All right? Which are all Israelites, by the way. They're not going to tell you how Esau went down probably in some portion of Mexico and started forcing people out, forcing people to be on that move, forcing people to march,
relocate to Indian Territory in present-day Oklahoma. The relocation, known as the Trail of Tears, was a result of the Indian Removal Act of 1830, signed into law by President Andrew Jackson.
The Indian Removal Act. And I believe we're seeing the very same thing take place right now. All right? Forcibly removing people or forcing them to move to a different location. All right? And again, this is all things that's just going to fuel the fire here in Babylon. All right?
The Cherokee Nation challenged the act in court, but their efforts were unsuccessful. As a result, the Cherokee and other tribes were forcibly removed from their homes and marched westward on foot, with thousands dying from disease, hunger, and exposure along the way. The Trail of Tears was a devastating and tragic event in American history, forever altering the lives of Native American tribes and their descendants. Today, it serves as a reminder of the destructive effects of forced assimilation on indigenous people.
This is exactly what we're seeing. Forced assimilation amongst these people. All right. Now, during the time of that Trail of Tears, they marched or walked, if you will, over 1,000 miles. So you can imagine the amount of people that have died on that trek to be relocated. You know. So we're seeing the very same thing with these movements, if you will, with the so-called Mexicans. Look at that. Very same thing. There's no way in hell that 12,000 people got together and said, okay, we're all going to just march up to the United States border and enter in. They got pushed out from somewhere, man. Okay? These people got pushed out. And that's what Esau's good with doing. Relocating people, forcing people to move. Look at this. Look at all this. All right? So there's just not no damn coincidence that all these people decided it's going to make a move to the United States of America all at once. All right? No way. Matthew 24 and 24. For there shall be false, I'm going to read it verbatim. There shall be false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. All right. The Lord has set us up for a specific purpose, and that's to be watchmen, to watch over, to look out for, to prophesy about these things that are coming. All right. In the time of Jacob's trouble is on the horizon. It is here. You know, it's no coincidence. These things just ain't happening by happenstance. No, Esau strategically is putting these things in motion, man. All right. But being the watchman, being the Lord's hope for the elect, you know, we're not fooled by what these devils are putting in place. We are not fooled by this, you know, and the things that are happening, man, has always happened throughout history. But it just so happens that Esau has, you know, laws on the books about forced relocation. All right. Ezekiel 33 and 7. It says, So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them from me. All right. So what we're telling you is these things are happening. What we're telling you is the devil's about to come down having great wrath. What we're telling you is there's been unrighteous decrees on the books to make things like this happen. You know? And just all of a sudden they're going to show up at the border of America and knock on the door and say, oh, by the way, there's 12,000 of us in tow. Let us all in. Nah. These devils are making something go down, man. It's about to happen. All right. It's about to go down. So let me go right here. And again, hold on one second. That ain't what I wanted. Of course, it doesn't pop up right. Hold on. Let me see here.
Years ago, almost to the day, when we first started here. Good morning. Welcome back into Wake Up America. So here we go again. It was 3 years ago, almost to the day, when we first started hearing about this mysterious virus coming out of a small city in Western China. No one really took it seriously, but by March of 2021, just a few months later, the entire world had essentially been shut down. Millions died needlessly. Fast forward 3 years, COVID origins remains an open question that no one wants to talk about. The world has changed forever, whether we like it or not. The economy still hasn't fully recovered, and it could be happening all over again. Maybe not COVID 2.0, but it's starting to feel a lot like it did in the fall of 2020. It's called the white lung virus, and it's being called another possible COVID. And guess what? It's coming out of China, and it's got all the classic hallmarks of another lab-produced virus meant to decimate populations. The difference this time around, it targets immunocompromised small children. For that reason alone, everyone should be listening very closely. For more on what's going on.
All right, so you get the gist on this. Now, this could very well be the entrance of another situation, all right? And I'm going to tread lightly around it because, now Esau is going to be on the move for, clipping channels if anybody does anything that has anything to do with this type of stuff, all right? But all that being said, you have this shit going on. You have the influx of these UN troops going on. You got these so-called migrants, in by the thousands trying to enter into the United States. All right. Everything's coming to a head, man. It's all about to boil over. So it's no surprise that these things are happening. All right. And I believe, these individuals, these people who are in the know, they're setting the stage up. All right. They're setting the stage up and they're about to open that curtain. And when that curtain opens, you're gonna see some shit, man. We're gonna experience something that we've never experienced before. All right. 2 Ezra 15:49. It says, "And I will send plagues upon the widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death." Okay. Now it was said that this new white lung disease or virus is going to attack little children. Okay. And the majority of these children are probably home with their family and their parents in the house. Okay. But that pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. All right. So right now we're not seeing too much of it being, publicized, if you will. But there have been here in Massachusetts, there has been several cases already reported. All right. Now, mind you, this thing's supposedly started in China, but now it's here in Massachusetts and very many other states, and it's going to spread like wildfire. And whatever they got going on, whatever it is that's getting put out there, released out there, this is going to be that second leg. As Gates of Hell had said before, the next one's going to be even more deadlier. All right. Why would it be more deadlier? Because now it's going to affect the little children. Now the little children are going to be dropping like flies. But these are all the things that are happening. You see? If you turn the blind eye to it, you're going to miss it, man. The Lord set us up as them watchmen. We're blowing that trumpet. We're letting you know. Prepare yourself. Make yourself ready to the battle. All right? It's about to get hell out here. All right? So now you got, again, all the contributing factors. These immigrants, that are being, marched from Mexico to the United States. All right. You got the so-called immigrants who are being flown in, put up in hotels, so on and so forth, which we know are the UN troops. All right. You have a lot of civil unrest within the country itself, over Israel and Hamas. All right. You got this new white lung virus, which is a form of another pestilence taking place. So there's all these things are now factoring in together. All right. And it's about to boil over. Let me go back to this clip here again, the footage of the So they got something planned for these people that are coming over here. They're not just filing them and shipping them over here and having them walk over here for nothing. All right. This is going to be another cause or another leverage point, if you will, that can say, oh, look, these people brought these diseases over here. This is what's happening. They're ruining our country. Look at all these people, man. Look at all these people. They was forced out of wherever they come from, man. They was forced out. Don't think for 1 minute that these people just came together and decided we're gonna make a move to come to a place that's already fucking swirling down the drain. You know, half of them people don't want to fucking probably come to America, but when you're being forced out of your homeland, as Esau has done in the past, this is what the result's gonna be: you being on foot. All right. Psalms 55. What the heck's going on with this thing? Oh, snap. Yeah, I don't know what just happened there. So yeah, his phone's acting crazy. But this was Psalms 55, starting at about 5. It says, they put forth their hand and have been at peace with them. Their words of their mouth was soft, just roughly paraphrased, and it disappeared. But yet they were drawn swords. All right? And this is what they've done. So all that being said, I just wanted to make a quick hit on this, about the happenings that is going on here in America. They're about to unleash this new, virus, and these troops, they're going to be put in place. All right. So just keep an open eye, man. Keep an open eye and be very watchful for the things. Listen to the prophets, listen to the servants of the Lord that are giving you this information. All right. Because it's only going to prepare you for when shit starts to go down. You may not think so, but trust me, we're not warning you for nothing. We're not giving you this information for nothing. All right. That shit is all staged up, man. All staged up. Esau's a devil, and he's going to get what's coming to him. All right, so with that, I'm going to say all praise due to Yahweh, Bashmi, Yahweh Shai, Lord. When I see y'all brothers another show, I say shalom.